All right, hello YouTube. We're continuing the series. 1981 this time. If you didn't see last week's video, I'm doing the top 10 arcade cabinets. I'm going year by year, and I'm going by cabinet sales. It's kind of a fishy little situation because they don't really have the good numbers, so they're just going with how many units were sold overall and how popular games were, and they extrapolate from there. And near as we can tell, 1981, the number one was also Pac-Man. Same as 1980. I think it said they had 40,000? 50,000. They're saying about 50,000 units sold in 1981, even though it came out before that. It was originally released, god dang, I can't talk. Originally released by Namco in 1980. By Midway in North America. It's an iconic upright arcade machine known for its vibrant design and cultural impact. Yeah, it was very popular. Songs were made about it, all kinds of stuff like that. Had a 19-inch CRT monitor. I'm just reading through some stuff about it. Oriented vertically. Looks a little wide. Well, it's that direction. Looks a little wide over there, but yeah, vertical four-way joystick. There were no buttons, no anything. You just run your little Pac-Man through the maze. Avoid the. Everybody knows what Pac-Man is, but yeah, super popular, and yeah, let's see what number 2 was coming up next. All right, as you can see, next on the list, Defender. Defender was released in February of 1981. It says copyright 1980. I don't know. This is saying 91. Williams Electronics. They estimate about 55,000 units were sold overall, and 30,000 or so were sold in 1981. Cabinet sales earned them over $1 billion. So it's pretty cool. Let's see. Eugene Jarvis was the lead designer and programmer with Larry DeMar, Sam Dicker, and Paul Dassault. Basic side-scrolling shooter. But it's interesting because you can change directions in this. Go back and forth. And yeah, I'm really confused right now because this is saying release date February 1981, but I'm pretty sure it was in the 1980 list too. Side-scrolling shooter. You're trying to... The aliens are coming down. They're grabbing the people. You're shooting them, trying to save the people, shoot all the bad guys. You have the radar screen up top, which will let you know where the enemies are. Notice on that scoreboard there's no OGAs. No OGAs. I suck at this game. It was originally an arcade game, but of course it was ported to the Atari 2600, Commodore 64, plenty of others. Places. Matter of fact, just watched Intellivision Gamer, Casey. He just played this on Monday night. Was that when the show was? Yeah. He just played this. I believe it was on his Intellivision. So, yeah. Very popular game. I always sucked at it. Yeah. So, I don't play it very often. But, yeah. So, this was the number 2 with approximately 30,000 units sold in 1981. Let's go on and see what number 3 is. All right, here we go. The third one for 1981 was one of my all-time favorites, Donkey Kong. Got myself in a bind, trying to talk and play at the same time. This was one of my all-time favorites, and I specifically decided to start playing already in the game because unless I screw up here, which I'm about to, I should be able to show you guys all 4 screens on Donkey Kong. July of 1981, this is saying Shigeru Miyamoto. Everyone knows about him. Okay, on this screen, you want to wait for all those fireballs to jump out now because they'll all jump on the same side you were on. Now I got kind of a free reign can come over here and whip right up this thing. Oh no! It got me. I thought I had it. Well, this is a short level, so again, they'll jump out the same size as you, the fireballs. There they go. Look at this one, causing me grief. Boom. Boom. Can't believe I did that. This one here, now this is the second time through. Just jump over here real quick. Come up here. Now I'm going to wait for a longer one. This one. Easy peasy. Just run up there, elevator level. That does become the hardest level as you get going further. The next time through, I ignore the purse and I stay on the left here. And I'll show you why in a second. Come up here, get out all of the rivets on the left. Come down here. Get this hammer. Don't you be running away, you big sissies. Oh, man. Okay, get this guy. They always spawn on the opposite side of where you're at. So basically you get all of those rivets out on the left. And then they'll spawn on the left. And then they're trapped. Come up here. Come up here. Okay, you come down here. Oh, they're being jerks. They are not cooperating. Okay, I'm going to go up here just to show you this real quick. There is a cheat. You jump and push away from Kong. You can get 100 points every time. We'll do this a bunch. Well, that guy's coming up. All right. And there you go. Look at, I tied my high score. Or is it my high score? Maybe I beat my high score. I can't remember what it was. Because now it's 61-9. But, yeah. Just a little jump on your way out here. You can jump over this one then. You can steer the barrels now by pointing towards... Oh, I missed it. See, watch. I'll go up and go this way, and then that guy... I was screwed. I was worried about aiming the barrels. But you go towards the ladder, the barrel will fall down that. And, oh, let's see. Can we make it? Oh no! I missed the hammer. Well, there you go. Sometimes you just die twice on the barrels level. So there's a quick down and dirty with Donkey Kong. I've only played it twice. I am on the Viper board on my iArcade. You want to be in 4-way joystick mode, which I am. I've only played twice. 16,000. That's not good. That's not good. That must have been a test run. And I have lost my, let's see, any other platformer 4 levels. Originally an arcade game ported to all the consoles. Sold over 60,000 units overall. Yeah. Classic. Donkey Kong. Play it. All right, let's see what's next. All right, here we go. Number 4 on the list is Asteroids. I played this in the 1980 video, my first video I did. Yeah, actually it was released in 1979, but in 1981 they still sold approximately 20,000 units, making it number 4 in 1981. Asteroids, I'm just going to read the brief description here. Landmark multi-directional shooter arcade game developed and published by Atari Inc. Released November 17, 1979, created by designer Lyle Raines, who conceived the core idea, and programmer Ed Logg, who handled the coding. Features vector graphic depicting a spaceship navigating an asteroid field, blasting rocks and dodging flying saucers. Using controls for thrust, rotation, fire, and hyperspace. They were all buttons too, no joystick. Upper 8 arcade cabinet used discrete circuitry with a monotone CRT monitor. Oh, this says joystick. Did Asteroid have a joystick? I thought it just had buttons for the rotate. Leave a comment in the description below, or in the comment section below. I thought, well, maybe, I don't know. Adhering to early 70s hardware standards, became Atari's best-selling arcade title with 70,000 units produced and generating millions in revenue. Yeah, I thought it was just buttons for the rotation. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll have discovered it by the... I plan on putting arcade cabinet images up above me, which is why my logo's gone. So, yeah, Asteroids. Fun game. Played it at the 7-Eleven down the street from me in Phoenix. When it first came out, loved it. They replaced Space Invaders with Asteroids. Told that whole story in the last video. So, all right, let's go on to see number 5. All right, number 5 is Galaga. Galaga, they estimate they sold about 15,000 units in 1981. Let's see. Fixed shooter arcade game developed and published by Namco, distributed by Midway in North America, released September 1981. So it came out in 81. Late in the year, they still became number 5 on this list. Pretty impressive. Designed by Shigeru Yokoyama with, man, I'm going to butcher names, sorry. Contributions from Hiroshi Ono and the Namco team. It builds on its predecessor Galaxian, which was in the 1980 video, with enhanced gameplay. Players control a starship at the bottom of the screen, firing at waves of alien insects that dive, bomb, and form patterns with bonus dual fighter mechanics and challenging boss encounters. Yeah, getting that second ship was key. Especially, you get the second ship, like he's doing right now on the screen, over there, and boy, you get in that bonus round, you can really wipe through it. Upright cabinet features a color CRT monitor and single joystick and fire button, powered by a Z80 base CPU. Galaga became one of Namco's most iconic titles. Am I saying that right? Is it Namco or Namco? I don't know. I think it's Namco, but I could be wrong. Over 40,000 cabinets sold worldwide, and enduring popularity in arcades, including G. Parker's Arcade Room, where he has a desktop, countertop, countercade of Galaga, and I happen to have the high score on it. So, just saying. All right, let's go on. Yeah, a lot of people love this game, so I think it's great. I think it's fun. So, let's go on to see what's number 6. All right. You see it right there. Frogger by Konami. Another one released in 1981. And it was a little earlier in 1981. It was June. They estimate they sold about 12,000 units in 1981, putting it number 6 on this list. I believe. Is that what it was? Is this number 6? Yeah. I got confused because I had to go out into the house and get my laptop's charger because my laptop was about to die. So yeah, Frogger, classic arcade game. Yeah, it is. Pretty simple. All you're trying to do is get the frog across the highway and then across the pond there and get into those things. Yeah, published by Sega Gremlin in North America, released June 1981, designed by Konami's team led by Toshio Arima. I almost made that sound Hispanic. Arima? I don't think it was, though. It tasked players with guiding a frog across a busy road and river, dodging cars, jumping on logs, and avoiding hazards. The upright arcade cabinet features a color CRT monitor, 4-way joystick, and simple sound hardware powered by a Z80 CPU. Intuitive gameplay and charming pixel art made it a hit. Sold over 20,000 units overall. And, it's got the classic, just the theme song. I should be doing this for all of them. I'll do a little bit of, pretty simple. Just get up here. I should have went for that fly. But there you go. Frogger. Let's go see what's number 7. All right, here we go. Another returning game from last year, which was last week's episode for me. 1980, it was also in the top. About 10,000 units were sold in 1981, putting Centipede on this list as well. classic fixed shooter arcade game published by Atari, released in June of '81. That is not right. That is not right. I'm getting this information off of Grok, but yeah, it was not released in June of 1981. So I'm not going to even mention release dates anymore. Let's see. Designed by Ed Logg and Donna Bailey. One of the first female game designers. Features players controlling a gnome that shoots a centipede descending through a mushroom-filled field. Spiders, fleas, all kinds of stuff going on. Trackball game. And my trackball is apparently not working. So I have to use a joystick. With the Viper, you do have to set up the trackball game by game. I must not have done it. But yeah, very popular game. And one that I have never been really good at. I do have a high score on here, though. How is the trackball not working for it? Anyway, so let's go on and see what's next on the list. All right, here is one that I am not super familiar with, but I know it was popular. Gorf. Gorf was released in February 1981. I know I just got done saying I'm not going to say the release dates anymore, but I'm double checking. And Gemini said the same thing. February 1981. It was created by Jamie Fenton, combined multiple gameplay styles inspired by Space Invaders and Galaxian, with players controlling a spaceship through 5 distinct missions, battling alien formations, including a flagship boss. Had a color CRT monitor, joystick for movement, and fire button, powered by a Z80 CPU, with an Astrocade chipset. Notable for its synthesized speech using a Vortrax chip. Gorf sold around 20,000 units, and I think it said there were about 8,000 that were sold. Let's see, Gorf sold about 8,000 units in 1981. I've never played this game. Is it supposed to be a 4-way or an 8-way joystick? Oh, okay. When I'm shooting other shots, it's stopping my bullet. I see. Interesting. So yeah, this is Space Invaders-ish. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I was hoping to hear some speech. All right. So there's Gorf. I've never played it. That's my high score of all time. 450 points. I'm listening for some speech. I'm not hearing it. But it might need samples. I don't know. Probably does. All right, let's go on to see what the next one is. All right, here we go. Number 9 on the list for 1981 is Scramble. I am not familiar with Scramble. I've never played it. I installed it for this list on my iArcade Viper board. It was released February or March of 1981. I read conflicting things. Side-scrolling shooter arcade game developed by Konami, as we saw on the beginning, published by Stern in North America. Features players piloting a spaceship through scrolling terrain, dodging obstacles, shooting enemies, and bombing ground targets while managing fuel. Color monitor, joystick for navigation, and 2 buttons, fire and bomb, powered by the Z80. Sold over 15,000 units overall, 7,000 to 8,000 in 1981, which puts it number 9 on this list. It was paving the way for other shooters like Gradius. I've never played. Oh wait, yeah, I know this game. I do know this game. Is that like way loud? one fuel tank should have blew up the other one. This video could end up getting long because I'll end up playing these things. All right. So this is Scramble. Let's go on to number 10. All right, and the last one on this list is, I'm sure, familiar to everyone, Tempest. Now, I'm a little confused because on the Viper board, it says it's Tempest tubes, and I am not familiar with it, although I do see it looks like the copyright date down there from Atari says 1980. So, I'm not sure if this is the original Tempest. I think it is, because it doesn't say Tempest tubes. But, and now here's another one. Grok is saying October of 1981. I don't think that is correct. Let me ask Gemini. What month and year was the arcade cabinet Tempest released?
The arcade game Tempest was released in October 1981.
That says 80 on there. But, okay. So anyway, Tempest, tube shooter game. Developed by Atari, designed by Dave Thurer. Featured players controlling a claw-shaped ship around the edge of a 3D geometric playfield. This is a spinner game. My spinner is not working either. You basically go around the thing and try to shoot all the stuff. I don't know why my spinner isn't working. Yeah, it's a spinner game, and my spinner is not working. So let's see. Known for its vibrant vector graphics, the upright arcade cabinet uses a color CRT monitor, rotary dial spinner for movement, and buttons for firing and special abilities. Powered by a 6502 CPU, its innovative controls and visuals made it a hit, selling over 29,000 units and becoming a defining title in Atari's arcade lineup. They're estimating about 7,000 sold in 1981. I see I got 26,000 before and 18,000 before. That was with a spinner. I got to figure out what's going on with my control deck because my spinner and my trackball, neither one worked. So, all right, there you go. That is the top 10 based on cabinet sales as best as they can figure by Grok. Everything was, some would add different ones. They're basically the same wherever I was searching, so I just did a simple thing. I searched each year on Grok, screenshot it. That's what I'm going with. So, thanks for watching. 1982 will be next year or next week. It'll be the next year I do next week. On Wednesday, I'm going to release these on Wednesdays. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning here. What time is it? Oh, 7 o'clock. 7:15 now because I had to set everything up. And I'm going to release them around 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening time on Wednesdays. So look for next week's episode, and we'll be doing 1982. Thanks for watching, and hopefully this worked better than 1980. And if you see things better or worse, let me know in the comments below. And if not, I'll see you on the next video or next week if this is the only reason you watch me. Peace!